Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be one that's been requested a lot. I've had lots of messages on Instagram and on YouTube basically asking for what my kids eat in a day video, and yeah, I used to share these a lot but I haven't for a while, so I thought school holidays, let's give it a go. If you're new here, my name's Kaylee and I have two children. I have Harry, who's 6, and Megan, who is 4. And it's the school holidays at the moment, so they are both home, which makes it a lot easier to film a video like this. Obviously, usually they would be in school or preschool and nursery, which means that they're not here for a big portion of the day. So it makes these videos really hard to do. And at the weekends, we just want to spend time as a family, and I just forget because yeah, we're just busy having fun together. Also, please excuse the state of me. It's the school holidays. My skin's been really like dry and not very happy recently, so I've decided to give it a makeup free day, and I am aware that I look terrible because of it, but it's the school holidays and it's just, I think it's good to give your skin a day to breathe. So that's why I look the way I do. I wasn't putting makeup on just to film this short introduction. Yeah. I am not for a second saying that this is what children should eat in a day or that this is perfect or ideal. I'm just showing you what my kids did eat today. Obviously it's the school holidays, so we have a little bit more time and things are a little bit more relaxed. The kids are home, so obviously they're eating all their meals here and snacks and things. I always find kids snack a lot more when they're home. But yeah, I'm just going to show you everything that my kids eat today. So here we go.
So we started the day with some oaty pancakes, and it's basically just porridge oats, banana, egg and milk. Mix them all together in a bowl, just like you can see I'm doing here, until you get this kind of gloopy, porridgey consistency. You can blend the oats first if you want to make them a bit smoother, but I don't bother. And then you just fry them in the pan for about a minute on each side. They're really tasty, really quick and easy, and we serve them with fruit. So here they had banana, strawberry and blueberries and some honey drizzled over the top. The kids really enjoy these, and they're a lot healthier than standard pancakes. Yeah, this is the kids enjoying their breakfast in their pajamas, and they love this one, absolutely love it. Later on, they help themselves to some satsumas from the fruit bowl. They know that if they're hungry, they can help themselves to anything out of the fruit bowl, but we do limit it to 1 banana a day each. And yeah, this has just been really helpful to give them a little bit of freedom around snacks, but also make sure that they're eating healthily. Later on, Megan asked for a brioche roll, so I gave her one here for her and Harry to take into the lounge, and off she goes. And for lunch, I decided to make a soup. So I had some vegetables left over from dinner the other night. We had some swede, and we also had some sweet potatoes and some carrots. I had a couple of shallots and some garlic, and I also had some stock cubes that were looking a bit sorry for themselves that needed using up. The kids helped me to make this, so it was a nice activity as well. You can see here they're peeling and chopping the carrots. Megan has a child-safe peeler, which we love. It just means that she can get involved and I don't have to worry about her cutting her fingers. And here's Harry crumbling the stock cube into the pan, and Megan obviously wanted to have a go as well. He's given it a little stir there, and now it's Megan's turn, so she's going to crumble a stock cube in too. And this we just boiled on the hob. Megan was very interested in helping, and she wanted to stir and just keep an eye on all the vegetables they'd prepared so carefully. Once they were all nice and soft, I got my blender out and I scooped the mixture along with as much of the liquid as I could into the blender. And yeah, we just whizzed it up until it was nice and smooth. So you can see here I'm trying to get as much liquid as I can, and I'm making a real mess in the process. I actually tipped some of the liquid out of the pan into the blender afterwards too, and we just whizzed it up. I had to do this in 2 goes because there was too much of it to fit in the blender, but once it was done, we had this really delicious soup. I added a bit of cumin as well, I think I forgot to say that earlier, and we just served it with toast. I always find that it's a really good idea to get the kids involved with cooking, and it makes them more inclined to try things that maybe they wouldn't have if they hadn't helped to make it themselves. Harry really liked this soup. Megan wasn't so sure. She had a little bit of it, but she mainly just ate the toast, and that's fine. She gave it a try, and I feel like that's good enough at this point. I don't want to push her if she's not interested. After their dinner, the kids had a yogurt each. They just had one of these Muller Corners, the banana flakes one, and they really like those. So yeah, that was their pudding after lunch. They don't always have this, but they did today. After we got home from the park, we had a little snack. So they had hot chocolate, a Babybel cheese, some grapes, and some chocolate cereal. We like to use cereal as snacks sometimes, and the kids really enjoyed this. So there's Harry taking his and Megan disappearing into the other room with hers too. For dinner, we had tacos, but I did this a little bit differently. So we still had all the sides as normal, but instead of the minced beef, I used beans. I used a tin of cannellini beans and a tin of kidney beans, and I just put the taco seasoning sachet into the pan with those with a little bit of water and stirred them up, heated them up, and yeah, this was our sort of meat substitute. I wasn't sure how this was going to go down, but the kids really enjoyed it, and me and Alistair did too. We served it with some grated cheese, salsa, some salad, avocado, and some tortillas. No, not tortillas, what do you call them? Taco shells. There we go, taco shells. The kids love meals like this where they can assemble things themselves, and I find that they eat a lot more when they get to do this. Megan went straight in there with loads of cheese as usual. I had to encourage her to try the beans, but she did eventually. And Harry is pretty good at choosing a variety within his meals. I'm very lucky. He's always been a really good eater. Megan's having a bit of a fussy stage, but we're just trying to be nice and chilled about it, not put too much pressure on, while still encouraging her to eat as much of the healthy stuff as we can. I never like to put too much pressure on around food because I find it can put them off a little bit. After dinner, they had an ice cream each. So this was Neapolitan ice cream and some cones that we just had in the cupboard. And the kids were very happy about this, but it's school holidays, so we wanted them to have a bit of a treat.
And that was everything that my kids ate today. Like I say, this isn't like a perfect what my kids eat in a day. It's not the ideal. It's not me saying that this is what kids should eat in a day. This is just what my kids actually ate today. It's the planned meal plan that we already had before I decided to film this video, and just whatever we had in the cupboards. So breakfast, sometimes if it's a busy school day, the kids will just have something like cereal and fruit. But when it's the holidays or the weekend, or when we get up early enough to have a bit more time, I do like to give them a more substantial breakfast, like oaty pancakes or egg on toast or something like that. So that is true for a weekend or a school holidays. But during term time, midweek, generally I wouldn't be messing about making pancakes. I will sometimes make them in advance and freeze them, and then we can just pull them out, but it's not necessarily a typical breakfast if it's midweek, if that makes sense. Lunch, what did we have for lunch? We had soup for lunch. That was just because I had a load of things from a casserole that needed using up, and I didn't want to waste it. It was also a nice activity to do with the kids whilst it was raining. And yeah, Megan wasn't that keen, but Harry seemed to really enjoy it. So there we go, I'll take that as a win. And if nothing else, it gave us something to do. And I've got a few portions left in the fridge for my lunch and Alistair's lunch today, so that's always good. And tea was just the tea that we had on the meal plan. We decided to do tacos, but to make it a little bit cheaper and to have like a meat-free day, we're trying to reduce the amount of meat that we eat. We decided to make it with beans instead. It worked really well. The kids really liked it. Harry actually said he preferred it to using meat, so I would highly recommend giving that a go if you're just looking for some simple switches to reduce the amount of meat that you're having. We love doing teas like this, and usually we will try and eat together, but this doesn't always work out. So Alistair and I ate the same meal but later on, and the kids obviously ate earlier separately, but we had the exact same thing. And I think that's it. I don't think the kids snacked too much today, but part of that is because we went to the park for 2 hours this afternoon, and I always find that when they're busy and entertained, they snack less, and when they're bored, they ask for snacks more. So I try and keep them entertained, because otherwise they eat constantly. I hope you're having a wonderful day, whatever you're doing. I hope you're enjoying the school holidays if you are off at the moment. And let me know if you want to see more videos like this. It is one that was requested a lot. I used to do loads of videos like this when the kids were younger, but I just haven't recently. So let me know if it's something that you want to see more regularly. Megan is going to be going back onto packed lunches at preschool after the holidays. So that means that Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be doing lunch boxes for her. Let me know if that's something that you want to see, the different things that we put in her lunch boxes and how we get variety, keep it cheap and keep it healthy. And I think that's it. I think that's all that I have to say. So, yeah, like I'm supposed to ask, please give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment and say hello. That always makes me happy. And subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I don't know. Right, I'm going now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.